Can Ryan's argument work as an internal critique? Only in a limited way. If Ryan's argument is Catholics contradict themselves because they believe infants can be saved without personal faith, then the internal critique is weak. Catholicism already has a built-in distinction between adult faith and infant baptism in the faith of the church. But if Ryan's argument is Catholics cannot use Mark 16 as a simple universal proof text for conscious faith plus baptism, then that critique is much stronger. The Catholic system does not say every baptismal candidate must exercise mature personal faith before baptism. The Catechism says baptism is the sacrament of faith, but also says faith exists within the faith of the church, and that the faith required for baptism is not a perfect and mature faith, but a beginning that's called to develop. It even refers to a catechumen of a godparent asking for faith. So Ryan cannot internally critique Catholicism by assuming their doctrine requires the infant to personally believe first. That would attack a Protestantized version of Catholicism, not Catholicism itself. The Catholic answer: adults, faith, conversion, repentance, baptism, justification, regeneration. Infants, baptism in the faith of the church, regeneration, sanctifying grace, later personal development of faith. That is why the Catholic can say Mark 16:16 applies normally to adult hearers of the gospel, while infant baptism is handled under covenant sacramental theology. They will also say baptism is necessary for those who have heard the gospel and can ask for it, while God is not bound by the sacraments. Where Ryan's critique can still hit is here. Catholicism cannot use Mark 16 as a flat wooden formula that says every saved person must first consciously believe and then be baptized. Their own infant baptism doctrine forces them to nuance the verse by capacity, church faith, sacramental grace, and later development. Once they do that, they lose the right to weaponize Mark 16:16